Hi friend, today we got the PCBs in for our tube screamer build. They look pretty nice. I think we're going to put it together today. If that sounds good, join me. I'm going to try something a little different today. I got two cameras. We're going to try to get it so that we get some better views. Sometimes if I'm working on something and I'm in the way, maybe you'll be able to see it on this camera. Let's try it. All right, I have to find my bill of materials here. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with, let's start with these diodes first. Get them out of the way. This is the D4. Let's put that one in first. All we have to do is find it on here, right there. Almost put it in backwards. Excellent. Finally found my nice side cutters. These ones get right down in there. I always like to touch those up after I snip them off. I just melt them again, that's all. Okay. I always cross them off, make sure everything's in. Wow. There they are. These 1N914s are little bitties. I like how they work in a clipping circuit. Now, you see the schematic, I'll put it up here. It is asymmetrical clipping. You'll see two diodes on one side and one on the other. Part of that tube screamer charm. Let's take a look at this. Can you see that little tiny stripe on the one side? I have to match them with the stripes on the PCBs. It doesn't matter really if you get them backwards, just as long as you're consistent in a clipping circuit. But this one that is for reverse polarity protection of the power supply definitely has to be in the right way. Just put everything in the right way. Problem solved. That one is in. That one's in. These are so small, it's hard to tell sometimes which side the stripe is on. It's sometimes that one, it's just barely off to the one side. But I got them all in right, so let's solder those three in. I'm gonna have to replace this solder tip pretty soon. It's getting a little rough on the end. Still transferring heat well, so really can't complain that much about it. It's always nice to maintain maintenance before you need it. Let's see, those are all in there good. We could have made these pads a little bit closer together for the 1N914s. Save a little bit of space on the PCB, but we're really splitting hairs now. All right, got all three of those 1N914s in there. We should do the resistors next. Otherwise, we're going to get in the way with, if we put the capacitors in first, they're taller and it'll be hard to get around them if we want to put the resistors in after the capacitors. So let's just go with the resistors. All right. Whoop, let me put my diodes back first. These go up here. These 4.7s. Oh, lighting's bad in here. I can't even read the colors. See if I can see it on the camera. I'm just making it blurry. We'll just test one, see what it measures. Yeah, it looks like 4.7 meg. That was the baggie I just threw out. There it is. That's not what we need today. how many 1 megs do we need? Just one? Looks like one. That is on R1. Where is it? Should be by J1. There it is. Must have made a longer run on that one. Get the 1K out next. What's this? Okay. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. All right, I'm going to sit here and solder the rest of these resistors in, and I'll see you when I come back. Okay, you'll see R10 here. I have it listed at 2.2K. And if you look at the schematic, it's in the modification that we added to the tube screamer. I think it's a little bit too far from the, what is it, 4.7K? Yeah, let me see, that is R9. Yeah, it's a little bit too far from that 4.7K. So I think we're gonna put a 3.3 in there instead. 0.9, I think I have a 3.3 in here. Let's see, maybe? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, let's try 3.3 instead. That's going to be the switch that adds a lot of gain. When you put the 2.2 in there, it goes over the top, adds a lot of noise. And 90% of the people that use a tube screamer turn the gain down to just about 0. So let's change this to 3.3K. Test it first, make sure it's accurate. Yep. All right, there we go. We have the diodes and the resistors in. I think I'm going to put this bias control in next, and then the IC, and then we're going to do the capacitors. Okay, see if we can get a, there we go. Got a JRC 4558D put in this. So let's put that in, and we're soldering that in. I'm not going to socket this one. I might socket another one and try some different op amps in there. But on these soft clipping circuits, the op amps don't make so much difference. Like in the rat build that we did, the hard clipping circuits seem to really have a difference when you put a different op amp in. All right, and we are in. Looks good. So let's just pick up a couple 2N3904s. Where are they? These are just pretty generic NPNs. You have to spread these out just a little bit if you don't get the bent pin package. But I like how these fit better. You push them down and they stay in place. All right. I definitely need some more light on my workbench here. It gets harder to see every single year. There. All right, what is next? I think we're going to do our capacitors. Oh, got this IC already. Okay. All right, let's see what we need here. Okay, we're going to do the film box first, all these. Now we got some WEMAs. They're a little more expensive, but since Tate is carrying them now, not too bad. So I think we're going to, where we have them, we're going to put them in. So we're going to put one here, 22 nanofarads. See, I got 0.022 microfarads, same thing. Where is, see now C1 is the input capacitor. So that's going to make a difference, being higher quality with less leakage. There. Well, let's test this. Let's see what it runs. Nice. It's very accurate. Yeah, wherever we have a WEMA, we're gonna, if we have one for it, we're gonna put it in. Next one is 1 microfarad. These ones are always bigger for some reason. Maybe out of necessity for their size. 1 microfarad. See how much bigger they are? I think we're going to lay this one over. We have one in C3, C9, C10, and C13. So we need 4 of these. I left space for them. See, when you put those in, they're a lot higher than everything else. As long as there's room in the enclosure for it, I don't think there's going to be much issue. Well, we would have to put a potentiometer in first and then see if there's enough room for it. So let's do that. We're going to put this level potentiometer in right here. Let's see what it is first. Level 100K. Linear. Ooh, we can't because we have to put this in. See, it'll cover it up. Well, we'll just set it in there. And then we'll put this in and see if there's enough room for it. Let's cut some of the lead off. This will go in here like that, and this will go in here like this. I see, it's a good thing we checked, because that's going to have to lay over. See how it sticks up just a little bit there? I'm going to turn this slowly so maybe you can see it better. Alright, so we're going to have to make some planning for this. See, now this C9, we could put that in first. And we could bend it over like this over top of these resistors. Like that. See that? And then we'll solder that in. See, that's a lot lower than this would be. See that? I hope you can see it. That's one of those things that you run into and you'll change the design the second time you make one. Not too shabby. Looks good. Now let's see if we could put this in. Maybe we could put this potentiometer in now, like so. Now we're going to have to do C2 as well. Here, let's mark off C9. 100 microfarad. That is a 502 package. Let's see. What is that? 100 microfarads. All right, that's not the right package. We have these 6.3 volt ones, but I'm going to use these 100 volt ones just because there's 9 volts running through there and I don't want to go below what we need. All right, the longer lead goes on the square. That is the positive. We should bend this one over too. Let's get C8 in there as well. That's a tantalum. Yeah, because I'd like to bend these ones over as well, just so they're out of the way. Now let me just pull it out and bend it right. Okay, got that bent. Now we're going to put this in. That was C8. And this is the 100 microfarad C2, which just goes right here. Now that we have all those in place, don't we need C10? Let's put C10 in. It's 1 microfarad. All right. Whoa, something's falling over there. There, we can get that in there. Everything underneath it is soldered. Let's do it. And then we're going to snip those extra leads off of there. Okay, I'm going to snip this pretty flush to the circuit board and then bend that down like that. Perfect. As long as we have enough room at the top here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. Oh, forgot to snip off that little tab on the potentiometer. There we go. Now it'll fit better. Oh, that's tight up there. I made that just low enough. See right there? It's just about touching that screw hole there. All right. Now I got in C10, C2, and I got the level potentiometer. All right, now we got to put these other ones in. We got to do C3, and there's room for the potentiometer too. So I'm going to get that in there. It's like a puzzle. Sometimes you have to figure out which part goes in first. Once you've got a couple under your belt, you will get it. You won't have problems like that. You'll see it like I did, that there was going to be an issue. All right, that is C3. Now, what is C11? 10 microfarad. There we go. Perfect. All right. A little solder bridge here, see that? There. And I need 1 microfarad electrolytic. These fancy blue ones, look at that. All right, these picofarad, 51 picofarad capacitors. Interesting. They're a little bit different. They are striped instead of marked. Another thing that adds a lot of charm to the tube screamer circuit. Where does that go? C4. Let's see. That goes, I don't even see it. Right there. All right, I believe that is the last capacitor. We need a switch. Yes, I definitely like these longer toggles for these type of circuits. Short ones really don't save much space, and it's just not, I don't know, it's just not worth hassling over. Well, I'm gonna have to get this partially soldered. That middle one in there first. There we go. Now, if you were going to make these to sell or something, you wouldn't make it so tight like this. So it just ends up causing issues. Gain is a 500K audio taper. That's linear, okay. I know I have them, or else I would have bought some. All right, let's get these out of here. Got it. All right, where are we at? Which one is it? Gain. All right, I'm out of the shot here. There we go. What's the tone control? Where's it at on our list? I don't even see it. 25K linear. I don't think I have one of those, do I? 20K. I was going to go with a 20K because I don't know. 25 is kind of a weird. I have a W, 20K W. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, I got that all soldered up, and we're going to put it in the enclosure and test it next time. So I hope you'll join me then. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.